Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you are watching Off the Track, and it is time to drop the hammer.
At a young age, what was that like racing with your dad? Like, I know now, I mean, you talk to him, he's seems shy, quiet and stuff. Was he like that the same way when you were younger? Like, what was that relationship like racing with your dad?
That's why I build cars. My dad and I have like such totally different approaches to things. He is so methodical and so meticulous and so detailed, and that used to just drive me crazy because he used to just wear me out to like, be perfect, what I mean, like to do this and that. And that kind of like created a divide in our relationship early that got me more interested in fabricating and things like that because it was something he didn't do.
Yeah.
He did some, but like that was my own thing. I wanted to create my own name off of something I did and not following his footsteps in the engine side of it, which I probably should have followed more into what he did. But, he was ultra competitive. And I mean, he used to, I remember the hand signals, man, the hand signals. If I seen him doing this, I wasn't being smooth enough. And I mean, he'd stand there with his flannel shirt on and his arms crossed, and you could just feel this stare at you every lap, And one of the funniest things was he kept telling me to stay out of the ruts one night. And I kept hitting him. I finally knocked a wheel off, knocked the tire off the bead. And he comes running out with his air tank, and he puts the thing on there and airs his tire up and puts it back on the bead. And I'm sitting there like just terrified of what he might do. And he looks at me and he's like, "Stay out of the GD ruts." And he smacks my helmet, shuts my visor. And luckily the motor's running, so I just pedaled it and drove away. Yeah. But no, he's like any parent, I think. I think you get more and more respect for your parents as you get older.
100%.
I've always had a lot of respect for my dad because of the things he's done in engine building. And, I got to have a front row seat for that when he went to Childress's and worked at Childress's, and I worked at RCR, and then he went on to Bill Davis's, and then, the projects that he was involved in. And as I become an adult, obviously talking to head people from General Motors or, becoming friends with Robert Yates or Mark Conquest and those guys, and how much they admired him, and his abilities. It was really neat, and I feel grateful, that of the accomplishments that my dad has been able to create and the things that he taught me, and I definitely did not learn enough from him.
Yeah.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. All right. I was gonna say, so that was when you were running karts, and I mentioned there's no hot pit. So they would just come on the stretch on the track to just replace it. That's
he
awesome.
just come running out in the middle of the infield where I'm sitting with a flat tire and an air tank and air it up.
That's crazy.
And we had this little hand truck that had a battery and like a car starter on it. And that's how you started the motor.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
The old Briggs motors that started that way. Yeah, I fired my thing up and smacked me on the helmet, and I was out of there. But